Hi guys, welcome back to Life Lessons. My name's Thomas.
My name's Harry, and today we're going to be making some Pizza Express dough balls.
With us all being in lockdown, Pizza Express has kindly released a legendary dough ball recipe, and I love dough balls, so we're going to give it a try.
We've got all our ingredients here. Some plain flour, extra flour for shaking down, some salt, normal salt, it's fine, some yeast, scales, some sugar, caster sugar, a big bowl for mixing in, and some olive oil spray. What we'll do is preheat our oven to 220 degrees.
Don't worry about writing down or remembering any of the recipe, because at the end of the video we will put the recipe so you can pause the video.
First we'll get our water, roughly 27 degrees, and we'll crumble our yeast and put our sugar in with the water. It has a very challenging aroma. We'll crumble that into the bowl now with all of the water.
We've done the yeast, next to go in the bowl is the sugar. As with any recipe, you can multiply or divide the amount you need to get more or less. The recipe at the end of the video will give you 16 dough balls.
Now we'll pop it in a warm place for 10 to 15 minutes.
While the water and the yeast is doing its thing, we're going to put the flour into another bowl. You're going to sift the flour in. Houston.
Now we'll pop our salt in. Stir all the salt in. And then we'll add our yeast and water. We've now made our well in the flour, and now we're ready to pour our warmed up yeast and water in. We'll mix it all up. First with a wooden spoon, and then we'll flour our hands and get them stuck in there. Before you get your hands in, flour your surface first. We'll lay our mixture onto our floured surface, and then we'll knead it for roughly 10 minutes till it's soft, smooth and fluffy. Now for the best part, kneading. Don't over knead it, you just need to do it for about 10 minutes. As you can see, it's starting to come together now, but we've still got a bit more kneading to do. So the way you knead is you just fold one side over the other, press it down, and then again over the top, and then again over the top every so often, moving it around so it doesn't stick, and then you'll start the process again. So folding, but also pressing it into the worktop as well. That's it, soft and silky. Now we're ready for the next step.
The next step is to roll our dough into a long sausage or tube. Because we're doing an abnormally big batch, just going to cut it in half and do it in 2 halves. When we're rolling it, make sure that you roll forwards and backwards and out so you get nice and length.
Now to cut it. Remember, you need a sharp knife, so health and safety with the sharp edge.
As you cut them, you just got to gently roll them into a ball, place them on your baking tray.
Don't put them too close together because they will fatten up a lot. And if you put them too close, then they'll just merge together.
Now we've got all our dough balls on their trays. If you have these like black non-stick films, then use them. But if not, put a little bit of oil on and place them on. So just leave them on the side for about 30 minutes for them to rise, and then when they're ready, they can go in the oven about 210 degrees for about 6 minutes.
That's them done rising.
So now we can put them in the oven. That's them in. Now we can leave them for 6 minutes or until they're golden.
The dough balls are done. That's them done. So now we'll get them out and pop them on our trays. Teamwork! Makes the teamwork.
Leave them for a couple of seconds so they cool down, and then you can pick them up and put them on a cooling rack. Still hot though.
It's the last one.
That's 48 dough balls done, so now we're ready to eat them. Don't forget to pause the video in a second to write down the recipe.
Thanks for watching another video of Life Lessons. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you next video.
Bye bye.
Stay safe. Here's the outtakes.
Bang bang. And just leave them on the side for about 30 minutes for them to proof. And then just leave them in the oven.
You could probably... Sorry, Ben, just